Hello, this is Mike from FairRepair and we have a new device on my bench. This is a nice Asus laptop with AMD Ryzen 3 and integrated Radeon graphics. Nothing special. Model D509DA. Not sure. So a very basic laptop, nothing special. However, it does not work anymore. The description from the customer is laptop does not turn on anymore. 2 LEDs lights up to the right and it does not get warm or hot. No sounds, no fans. From this observation, it sounds really worse actually, because although we don't have an Intel system with a platform controller hub here, we still have an AMD system with the equivalent, the Fusion controller hub, which more or less does the same. So my first thought here would be actually that the Fusion controller hub could be at fault here. But there is a simple check we can perform to see whether the board is indeed not working at all or whether it is maybe something else. Let's plug the charger, because I think the battery is empty. Yeah, here we have 2 LEDs, and when I plug the charger, the charging LED comes up. Can you see that? Yeah, now. The charging LED comes up, and when I press the power button, the board comes up. And stays on. Interesting enough. So I have doubts about the observation. It would not get hot or similar. Yeah, now the test. We can simply, we have a caps lock key with an integrated LED. We can simply press the caps lock key and see whether it is reacting accordingly. And it does. It does react. So we have actually a fully working board here. We have just no display. Neither display nor backlight, or maybe backlight but no display, but we have definitely an issue with the display here, and it is very likely not a backlight issue, because I've tried to find the picture, but there is actually nothing to spot. Interesting. So yeah, but the board is working. I mean, yeah, it is not getting hot, but it is still on. Well, it is a Ryzen 3. What should get hot here? Right? Still on. Let's see whether I can power it off. Yeah, now it is off. So let's open the laptop and see what is wrong with our display here. So we have 3 different screw lengths here, so very careful when screwing them back, because each of them has to be screwed in the correct place, otherwise you will damage the palm rest. I think nobody opened it before. So, and here we go. Here we go. Because the heatsink is warm. The heatsink is warm. And the first thing we have to do here, what could be the first thing? To disconnect the battery. In any case. Before starting any work here, disconnect the battery. I'm sure we can work with charger only. Let's see. plug the charger. Power. Yeah, something happens here. Clearly. Something happens. It is probably something with the 3.3. Like with the Dell XPS. So it is on. And can be turned off. Okay, alright. So let's rotate the device. Maybe like that. So let's start with the LCD connector here. Let's carefully remove it. Oh, look! I think it is not connected anymore. Let's move under the microscope. Look at that! You won't believe. Where is it? Here. Can you spot the gap here? Can you spot the gap? Here. Here. Here is alright. And here we have a gap. So, and I didn't touch it yet. I only lifted the tape here. Nothing else. Okay? So this could be the origin of our issue here. Let's try to remove it. This is weird. Okay, removed. And now, how does it look? Looks fine, no? Yeah, looks fine. So back. So, and now, I'm not sure. Now it is connected properly. Interesting. Interesting. What can we do here? What can we do here? Probably not much. Okay. Well, if this was it all here in the end, then it would be one of my fastest repairs ever. So let's see whether it works now after we have reconnected the display connector. Okay, auto powering on. No. No. This was not the problem. No. No, this was not the issue. Okay, good. Back to the microscope. Okay, so then let's try to identify where our power rails are. Here we have two tracks with 4 pins together, and very likely one of these is 19 volts. Here and here. One of these is in 19 volts and one of these is 3.3. Let's go into resistance mode and see what we have here. Here. And we do have, where is the resistance mode? Now. Good. So one probe here, and we do have a short to ground here. 3.3 is shorted, and here, here's good. 300, 400, 500 kilo ohms. So now let's try to find out which power rail is what for sure. So voltage mode, power, and let's measure here first. And here we have the main power rail, as already assumed. And here we have very likely, or is it a ground plane? Can be. Huh? Or is it ground? 4 pins together? Hard to tell, hard to tell. Let's check the other two rails here. This one has 2 pins together. Nothing. And this one has 2 pins together. Here we have 3.3. Interesting. So this is our 3.3 and this is our main power rail. So why is the display not working then? Probably we have an issue on the panel side then, or with the cable. I've removed the cable because I want to try to get external picture at least. Okay, auto turning on. But, oh no, yes, yes, yes. Can you see that? We have picture on the external screen, so yes. Yeah, and unfortunately this is a moment where I lost the audio, so I will try to recapitulate everything out of my memory. The next logical step for me was to check the LCD connector, whether there are something like cold solder joints, loose pins, something like that. And for this reason we will move under the microscope next. So here another try with the connector, everything checked with the tweezer. Everything is solid, nothing is moving, so everything checks out. Odd enough, still nothing found, so obviously there is no other solution than to disassemble the panel to see how it looks on the panel side with the cable and with the connection. So now I start disassembling. Was actually not so easy. always somewhere stuck and screwed somewhere, hidden screws everywhere. But finally I got it out, of course. And now, finally, and try to look at my surprised face. You won't believe what I noticed there. You won't believe, but I will show you next. Now hold on. Can you see that? Can you see the gap on the display, on the panel side too? Such a big gap, and this was not touched before. It is original. The tape is original, nothing was touched, so this was already like that, more or less, from factory, from Asus. Horrible, really horrible. I have really no words for that. But yeah, it is absolutely a design flaw. And there are no excuses to assemble a device like that. No excuses, in my opinion. This is very disappointing. And here we stare directly to the reason why we don't have display anymore. A slight burn mark on the connector, just caused by the bad contact. But you probably remember we have two pins, two tracks connected to this connector, and this pin is still intact enough to to do its job. So for this reason we will just put it back like it should be, properly. Yeah, and obviously the next step is to test again and see whether something has changed. Let's have a look. I've heard about something like that before. 1 or 2 times, where the connector was not inserted properly, but I never thought I would have something like that on my bench. And we have picture. Of course we have picture, because there was no actual fault present. It was simply the cable not connected properly. Yeah, this makes me thinking. This makes me thinking about everything, but yeah, it is like it is. For me it is actually good. We don't have to dig into the panel, to the converter board, and the customer will be happy too, because no extra cost for a new display or similar. So yeah, wonderful. The only thing which is left now is to assemble the panel and the laptop again and see whether it still works, and then we can return it to the customer. Yeah, that's it. Power. And we have picture. Yeah. Yeah, there is not much to add actually, except that this was really an interesting surprise. And hopefully I don't get something like that on my bench again. Otherwise, as always, thank you for watching. If you like my videos, I would happy if you leave a like, a comment, or even subscribe to my channel. The tools I use are linked in the video description. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye.